Says I'm live. Hey, what's up, everybody? It's Stacey Storino. Welcome back to my channel. The number one place I feel for entrepreneurs, influencers, or any kinds of entrepreneurs who want to learn about content marketing that actually does convert. Does it get you more followers or subscribers? That's macro conversion number one. Does it get more people on your email list? Macro conversion number two. And does it get you more sales? Macro conversion number three. Every entrepreneur's favorite conversion. I've been a content marketing for conversions coach for 10 years. I have been an entrepreneur, including that decade, for 25 years total. So I've kind of seen about a thing or two. Welcome to day 24. I'm pretty sure we're on day 24 of the 30-day content marketing social media growth challenge so that you get more content marketing for conversions at the end of the day. Even if you're an influencer, you want people to click on affiliate links so you can get those commissions, right? Even if you're an influencer, you want people to go visit the websites that you want them to go to for your sponsors and stuff, or to click the sponsors links so the sponsor can get sales. Because if you're not successful at that, even as an influencer, nobody's going to want to have another deal with you, or you're never going to be able to ask for more money. Hey, Mike from Valley Smithy, what's going on? Good morning. #live posted Tool Tuesday yesterday. Cool. What tool did you talk about? Mike from Valley Smithy doesn't just own a smithy, folks. He has a farm and he raises organic crops and sells those as well. And Ruth Dalga is here. What's going on, Miss Ruth? #live. I missed the announcement, so I'm going to go back up and start the beginning again for the replay. Oh, I'm sorry, girl. I know. I don't think you really missed much of anything, so you can hang out if you want. And I apologize. I was supposed to come on a couple minutes earlier, but I'm in upstate New York, and just sometimes the connection is a little dicey. And Ruth says, okay, so #live, #replay. Whether you're a student of mine or not, I would really love to see who's watching live and who's watching on the replay. And if you have any questions, and I want to say Denise from Devonshire Creations had a big long question for me on yesterday's video replay. I'm going to answer that, Denise, I think with a live in the content marketing for conversions Facebook group. So there's free coaching. It's on Facebook. Content. Let's see. Content marketing. Or conversions. So you're welcome in there if you are new or relatively new to being an entrepreneur of any kind, marketing or content marketing. When you join the content marketing for conversions group, you can post questions. A lot of my students and I can ring in and give you feedback, answers, all for free. And at the files section at the top of the feed, there's 2 PDFs that you can download that'll both help you, with your content marketing. Oh, and Mike from Valley Smithy answered my question. 18th century style anvils. Whoa. I love it. Over a decade of coaching people in a variety of business models, it never ceases to amaze me the different things that people have knowledge on that I just have none. But their ideal customers might really, really love what it is that they bring to the table to show that they're a thought leader in the particular space where they're trying to be a brand leader, they're trying to be a business owner, that people can know, like, and trust enough, because when folks know, like, and trust you, they're more willing to buy from you. Okay, so like I said, it's day 24 of the 30-day social media growth challenge. This is not about follow for follow pods. This is not about software or apps or anything that's going to boost your subscribers or boost your engagement. When you're an entrepreneur, you're worried less about just how wide and deep your audience is. Of course, you want to grow it. It's social proof and stuff, and you want to grow your sales leads. But what's most important to you is that disproportionately the folks that come to your brand on whatever platforms it's on, regardless of the type of content that you create, you need to be as sure as possible to attract qualified leads. Who are those people? People that are looking for the offerings that a business like yours has to serve people just like them, your ideal customer, with the unique problem or pain point or passion point that they have. Sorry, but if you have 1 million subscribers or followers, but nobody's buying from you, nobody's clicking on your links, nobody cares, they're just coming and enjoying your content and leaving. That's not as useful to someone who's really an entrepreneur, not a wantrepreneur. Social proof is great. Having more leads coming into and through your content marketing funnel is very important. Without new leads, you're not building up folks to get to know, like, and trust you and your brand and its offerings. And then of course you're not going to build up your sales. But today is day 24. So every day we have, and we're going live every single day, usually at 10 a.m. My son has to go to the doctor's. I don't want to get into that. So I had to move this back to 9 a.m. But usually 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, every single day, what's now going to be through the end of February. I'm going to have a quick teaching. Hopefully it's only going to be like 10, 15 minutes long. If you guys have any questions, I can answer them live. I will. If you have any questions on the replay, you can put them in the comments section below, live or on the replay. Denise's question is very, very detailed, and the answer I want to give her is very, very detailed. So I'm going to answer Denise's question in the Content Marketing for Conversions Facebook group, probably with a live. So if you want to see her question and the answer, that might really help you too, because she had a really good question, and it's all about she's learning from her analytics. Her audience is disproportionately a different one than she thought she had. And Denise, I will say this up front, it is not unusual once you start seeing your analytics, you not only feel less like you're throwing spaghetti against the wall with your daily to near daily deliverables with content marketing, but you start understanding what's going to land more with your audience over time than what doesn't. You're going to see what they want and or need from a business like yours to help satisfy that passion point or address their pain point that's going to bring them to a business like yours with offerings like yours. Sure. But you're also going to start to see what kind of audience disproportionately you're going to pull. When I look at my YouTube analytics, for example, I do see that I have a little of everybody who are either subscribers or viewers or people who eventually become both, right? But I know disproportionately I'm getting people in a particular age group and, that come from particular places. There's a lot of analytics, for example, in YouTube's Creator Studio or their studio. You have to look at your analytics, if for no other reason, to see if you are appealing to the right kind of person. If you're appealing to people who are too young and or don't have money, or they're older and they're retired and they have little to no disposable income, either which way, you're going to have a hard time coming at content marketing from an entrepreneurial standpoint to really be able to make sales at least as often as you'd like. I'm not a guarantor of an outcome, of course, either which way, but odds are if you're appealing to kids that don't have their own money or disproportionately retirees that have little disposable income, in most cases, you're not going to get a lot of sales. And at the end of the day, content marketing is just busy work when you're an entrepreneur if you're not getting sales. One of the good things, as I go into today's teachable moment, one of the good things that a lot of people are finding who are participating in this 30-day social media growth challenge is they're getting sales. They're getting sales and or they're getting people on their email list, and their open rates are getting better and better because they're getting fresh people onto their email list. And they're emailing them at least once a week, which is what one of the replays in this video series. I have a playlist in the show notes below. If you want to catch up, you're more than welcome to. It's free coaching, come on. And a lot of the days are around 15 minutes or so. Yesterday was a nice long one. We had a banger. A lot of people showed up. A lot of people had great questions, and that's really cool. I aim to please, but I got to go today. So I will say this. What a lot of people are finding is that by posting one piece of original content fresh to 2 social media platforms a day, and if you're a solopreneur and that's all you can do, that's fine. Don't try to be everywhere simultaneously. It can get to be overwhelming for you. But for the people who have kept pretty true to posting one piece of original content to 2 platforms a day, the top 2 social media platforms that are most important to their niche, they're finding that they're getting growth, more views, more watch time where applicable, more subscribers or followers, more people on their email list. And yes, quite a few people are reporting sales. And there is some discussion of that from some folks in the Content Marketing for Conversions Facebook group. So you're free to join that group and search around and see that people are saying that they're getting that. I have had students of mine email me, and I've had people Facebook Messenger send me a message that way to tell me too. But you can see that some people are saying, I am getting more sales. I'm getting more traffic to my website. I'm getting more traffic to my brick and mortar, or both. Well, of course, with each day's worth of content, if you know how to optimize it properly, you are going to get over time. Oops, am I frozen? You're going to get over time more and more of the right types of eyeballs on you. And you're going to be talking shop with your community in the comments, inside your DMs on Instagram, or via Messenger on Facebook, or whatever. People are going to email you. They're going to call you if that's a way that you allow yourself to be contacted, depending upon your business model, right? So today's theme, let me just make sure I don't forget, we do have a theme for today. It's cheat day. Now, with many challenges, like for example, a weight loss challenge, 30 days, let's drop at least 5 pounds in 30 days. And we're going to have a teachable moment every single day during that, say, 30-day challenge. We're going to have one concept that we're going to have you layer in or introduce, and it's going to help you to lose your 5 pounds in 30 days. This is a different type of 30-day challenge. We're all about growing your social following, legit, with ideal customers, with qualified leads for your business, not just anybody and everybody. And we are all about growing that subscriber base, growing that email list, and yes, growing your sales by posting one piece of original content to a minimum of 2 social media platforms a day. But cheat day is often a day that you get during these 30-day, challenges or teachable moments, or they allow you a day to kind of catch up with things. And I'm going to tell you, you can do what you want, but I would recommend that by about now, we're 3/4 through the challenge. We're getting into the last week of it. Don't allow the devil that's sitting on your shoulder to convince you deserve a cheat day. It's okay to skip posting on social media. I mean, after all, some other content coaches are recommending that you don't post every day or close to it. I would have you guys note, other people on YouTube or elsewhere, the very same people that are telling you I'm slowing down in my content marketing are doing nothing of the sort. They're putting up daily shorts on YouTube. So, so they're only going to put out one long form piece of content on YouTube in this example a week instead of 2 or 3. Okay, but it's kind of like a lie or a head fake or a swerve to say, oh, I'm just gonna, post once a week. Oh, post less, get more business. Impossible, unless they're also running paid ads, which I'm not against, but I'm an organic content marketing coach. I'm not going to teach you everything. Ruth says, going to be watching for that live. I have some of the same happening. Yep. Ruth says, the younger set of my audience is free and as free to travel as the older set, so the younger ones are happily surprised when they find us. I need to somehow appeal to the younger set for online. Okay, so that can be. So not only am I telling you don't cheat, don't put your foot off the gas, and please don't listen to anybody that speaks with forked thumb. If they're putting up daily YouTube shorts, TikToks, Instagram, and or Facebook reels, that still counts as daily content marketing. So they're doing it for a reason. You need to do it too, whether or not they're layering in paid ads, which some of them definitely are. But like Ruth has indicated, and like Denise has indicated, I want to go back. So don't take a cheat day, because that's one less day that you're putting out that digital breadcrumb or piece of content that, if you optimize it properly with the keywords in the caption and the hashtags where applicable, that you optimize that content with, you're, skipping a day means there's one less way for you to be found via social search on pretty much any platform. Even with TikTok, most of their users now are adults, and adults do engage very heavily in social search behavior. They're going to search on keywords or hashtags to find more related content that they want to binge on. Over time, they get better at training the algorithm on TikTok or elsewhere to show them more of the same type of content, but nevertheless, they're still going to, because they're adults, they're going to think to search more. They're going to use that search box more than teens and tweens will. So I'm not saying that they won't. So don't take a cheat day, okay, is the whole point of today's coaching. Don't employ softeners and give yourself an out. If you really want to work your business, what do I often say, students of mine? You want to make more money, you have to make more offers, not less. You want more than hobbyist income, you have to act like a business. A business is open for sale every single day, are they not? So, but let me very quickly, I will still give that detailed response to Denise and to Ruth. When you start looking at your analytics, which we definitely encourage people to do in the content marketing for conversions group, I have people in their 20s, 30s to 60s, 70s. They're all like, I never looked at my analytics. I didn't even know where to find them. That was some people. And if I knew where to find them, I barely looked at them, and I certainly wasn't doing it daily. I'm saying you need to look at your analytics even quickly daily on at least the top 2 social media platforms that are most important to your niche. You may not like them, but if your niche likes them, you've got to start really paying attention to them more. The analytics on a daily basis will give you snapshots. You'll get an even clearer picture once you have a week's worth of data to look back at. In fact, some platforms you can't really see too much past a certain point until you at least have a week's worth of data, and then you get more snapshots and views anyway. So you don't want to just look weekly, though. You kind of want to look daily and kind of see if you can spot what lands with your ideal customers or not. Because if you can pivot and make quick decisions on the fly, like Nance Trombley did, she mentioned a couple days ago in the comments section, she's like, I had a feeling once I started looking at my analytics that my audience was not going to like as much a particular type of content, but I could be an outlier from my following, even if I am my own ideal customer. So I tested it, and I might do some more tests, but I wasn't surprised. I am getting when it didn't perform as well as the other type of stuff that I was publishing. Looking at analytics is good for that, sure. And so Nance knows she might like occasionally split test a different type of content, but she now has a very good feel, especially looking at her back end analytics, what's really, really launching with her, connecting with her people. Oh, Ruth is saying it might be my connection, but your sound is coming in and out. Mike, if you're still there, can you say whether or not the connection is good or bad for you? That's not generally my problem, but I did have a hard time getting on today. But I'm in upstate New York. You have too much in the way of ice and or high winds, and you're going to get issues. I love living here, but that's like the downside of it. Okay. But another reason why you want to look at your analytics is what Ruth is finding. Hey, Kevin, what's going on? Kevin Ritter is here, buying audio on my end. Okay. Sometimes it's on the receiver's end, and sometimes it is on my end. One of the blessings of living up in the sticks. But I love it. It's gorgeous here. Okay. So thank you for saying that, Kevin. Kevin, have you been looking at your analytics, at least for the top 2 social media platforms for your niche? And if you have been doing that, what have you been noticing? Because Ruth's starting to see that she has a divergence. She has the audience that she thought she had, and now she has a younger, more on the come up audience who also likely, I mean, I hate to make broad brushstroke statements, especially as someone who's not exactly 20 myself anymore. But 20s, 30s, 40s tend to be on the come up. They tend to be making, money and having disposable income. They tend to want to spend more. Gen X is very spendy as a generation. So you have people that are in their late 40s to, late 50s. We're Gen X. And they'll definitely spend on themselves. They're also in the prime of their lives. They're going to be in the prime of their lives and very likely in their highest earning capacity for the next 10 to 15 years. But once you start getting into baby boomer and older, again, I hate to profile, those folks are starting to think about retirement or they're getting into retirement, and they may, good or bad economy, start to be very, very careful with what they spend on. So if you're looking to get more sales, depending upon your facts and circumstances, you don't want to go, like I said earlier, too young or too old, so to speak, depending on your facts and circumstances. When you're looking at your analytics and you realize you have a younger audience, The question is, how young? Is it inappropriate for the content that you're putting out? And are those people very likely going to have the disposable income to buy whatever you are selling them if you're a more traditional type of entrepreneur, regardless of your business model? And if you're an influencer slash creator, when it comes to affiliate income and or sponsorship income, is most of your audience, because you're always going to have a little of everything, is the bulk of your audience or the breadbasket of your audience, are they going to have disposable income to be able to invest in someone else's stuff where you get a cut, right? So Kevin says, I'm posting only to Instagram. Not sure how to see demographics details there, other than the total number of views and the followers, or, let's say hashtags. Valley Smithy or Mike says, my sound is in and out too. Ooh, that's a bummer. All right. Well, let me say this. I'm sorry about the sound, guys. I'm glad Kevin at least can hear it clearly. And I will say this. Kevin, you can look up on YouTube. It'll show you Instagram analytics and Meta Business Suite analytics. I would highly recommend, Kevin, even if Facebook isn't as important to your niche, if you can link up a Facebook business page with an Instagram business account, then you get your Meta Business Suite. You can post to both just to cover an extra base. Instagram's usually a good social media platform for everybody, no matter what business model they're following, no matter what they're selling or encouraging people to buy or anything like that. And people go to Instagram disproportionately. They love following brands. They love consuming their content, sales-based, relationship marketing-based, both. And they will buy. They will buy more on Insta typically than Facebook. Pinterest, even, they can outperform Pinterest. It depends upon the demographic. Ruth says she's going to hop back on later on the replay and see if it's better. Yeah. But Kevin, you need to understand. So you're seeing your outside or external analytics, and those are useful too. But you need to see your back end analytics, and you can see that very well through the Meta Business Suite. My students love to call it the MBS, and it's free. And then you can schedule stuff out there. You can schedule photos and graphic posts out for a year or more if you want to, if you have more evergreen content. It's also very convenient to post reels to both Facebook and Instagram. Facebook is pushing reels like a lot. I've seen a lot of growth over, the last 7 weeks, making sure that I'm posting 1 to 3 reels to both Instagram and to Facebook. So I highly, highly recommend that you do that. Oh, he says, sorry, yes, I do double post to Facebook via meta scheduling as well. I just don't pay attention to Facebook. And depending upon your facts and circumstances, Kevin, I might agree with you. If your top 2 social media platforms for your niche is Instagram and TikTok, or Instagram and YouTube, or whatever, you got to go where the people are. But if it's easy just to cast your net a little wider with like no extra effort and it's free, to me, it's not a big deal to do that. So I'll take my short form video and I'll post it to YouTube Shorts, to TikTok, and then through the MBS, I'll cover Facebook and Instagram, and that's not a lot of hard work or sweat equity. But do look up on YouTube how to look at your Meta Business Suite analytics, because it's going to be important. You need to see the demographics of the audience that's watching you. I have had students over the last 10 years get sometimes a nasty surprise, and their audience is far older than they thought they were, or they're far younger than they thought they were. So they may be building up a brand-based community that likes them and likes their content, and that's all great. But again, we're entrepreneurs. We need those sales-based conversions, or we've got a hobby, or we're going to run out of financial runway, and we're not going to be able to keep our businesses and our profit margins. So you need to make sure that the right person, or the right type of person, your ideal customer avatar, disproportionately is looking at your stuff, and not just necessarily anybody and everybody. Like I said earlier, you're always going to see in your analytics that you're getting a little bit of everyone. And that's normal. You can't completely control it. But the folks that are in the middle or the breadbasket, the biggest 1-2 groupings of people, in there, you have to see your ideal customer avatar. If you don't, that's an issue. When you are somebody like Ruth and you have two separate ideal customer avatars, my advice typically is, especially if you're a beginner, you don't have a team, you're wearing all the hats yourself, um, focus on one ideal customer avatar, and not to be brutal, but it's the one that is, when you do your research on Google and etc., it's going to be the one that has the most disposable income to me. um, all are welcome and all can buy for you because they're buying for themselves and they're outliers, and or they're buying gifts for people who might be your ideal customer avatar, but you will go out of business if you sell to people who don't have money or don't have much disposable income. And so a lot of people, it's crazy to me. When I used to do one-on-one work, which I don't do anymore, if you want to learn more from me in a one-on group coaching environment, that comes with a 7 module course. Especially if you're like, content marketing, I'm overwhelmed, and you need a soup to nuts about that, there's a 7 module course, and including the one on group almost every week of the year coachings that we do. And we can spotlight your business, we can troubleshoot your business that way with other people watching, so it benefits them too. There's also 24 bonuses. So if your business has any particular stumbling block, it's kind of like a Swiss Army knife. You have a trouble email marketing, there's a bonus for that. You have trouble really fleshing out not just the demographics, but the psychographics of your ideal customer avatar, there's a bonus for that. If you don't understand how algorithms work, or what I call algorithmic compulsion, how to all but compel the algorithms to at least show you to the right qualified leads. You may not have millions of people looking, but if it's 100 and those people are disproportionately likely to buy from you once they're ready, willing, and able to, that's really what you care about at the end of the day. Then you're going to want to go to funnelDynasty.com and at least check out the offering that I have there. Okay, so yeah. So my advice to somebody, until you have a 7-figure business, is you want to focus on one ideal customer avatar. Um, your audience isn't everybody, okay? You need to create content marketing that person who is your ideal customer avatar, as soon as they see it, they feel like this person or this business owner gets me, and they're automatically going to have a sense of know, like, and trust, because they're going to feel like they're home once they visit your YouTube channel, your Facebook page, your Instagram account, and your feeds on social, the videos you have on YouTube, etc. Those are going to seem like they're disproportionately for that one person who's going to feel like it's like they're holding up a mirror. They get me, they get someone like me. I'm not a face in the crowd. They understand my problem, my pain point, or my passion point, and I can't wait to like binge on their content because this is exactly what I need. Um, that's going to be the people that, one piece of content at a time, you're putting deposits into the bank of KLT or know, like, and trust. Those are going to be the people disproportionately over time who will buy your offerings, right? So again, and it's going to be hard to pick the right keywords in the captions and the right hashtags where applicable to optimize your content with, so that you're disproportionately getting views and, watch time and stuff from people who are qualified leads, if you're going too broad, too beige, too vanilla. So one of the prior days coachings, I talk about that a little. That's something that we really focus on in Funnel Dynasty, so that each piece of content that you build is meant to really leverage both search and suggested on any platform that you're on. And that each piece of content is specifically like what I call a frictionless funnel in that course. We show you how to get people to go from awareness of your brand to interest in it, to them deciding that they're at least going to get on your email list because they want the coupon, the freebie, or both. And when they're ready, willing, and able to, they'll take action and buy from you. That's the thing that matters most when you're an entrepreneur. Otherwise, you could get 2.6 million followers on Instagram like Ari, Arii, and then she launched her merch line and couldn't even get 36 orders. So she just shut it down. So quantity is not always quality when you're in business and you're content marketing and you're building a community, which is why follow for follow pods and engagement pods and software and bots and stuff like that is a total waste of your time. All right, so I've got to go because I got to take the kiddo to the doctors, which is why I didn't do 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time today. Through the end of this month, I'll be live at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, but for Mondays, because we're live in Funnel Dynasty at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time in the paid student only group that goes with the course. So we'll be live at 11. If you're not on my email list and you want notifications about live streams, free plays, other freebies, you'll get a freebie just for opting in. You want to go to don'tbeafakeguru.com. So even if you're not a coach or a course creator, you're an influencer or some other type of business owner, you're still a brand leader. So you're still going to be seen as a guru by your community or the community that you want to build. If you opt in, you're going to get a freebie that is different than the 2 freebies you would get in the Facebook group. You're going to get a guide that's going to give you 10 steps to really building out a brand that seems like a brand and not like a half, what kind of hobby. Because people are definitely not going to buy from you then. Kevin says, thank you for your time and insights. You're welcome, Kevin. I hope you subscribe, click the bell notification. I would love to coach you through at least the rest of this 30-day period. You're welcome to join Content Marketing for Conversions and grab those 2 additional freebies. But I got to go, everybody. I will talk to you later. Bye.